going to try to make a little part 2 video for this G Shock, the one that I labeled the junkyard find. Found it in the junkyard in a truck, and so I tore it apart, got it running. You probably saw a couple of little clips right there. I ordered a kit, you know, for the bezel, a new strap, some pins, various things. And so I'm going to put it together. Part of the reason that I'm going to do this, other than the fact that I want to, is I've got another one right here, another G Shock. This is the newer version. I think I showed it in that last video. So I give these out. Usually we do some mission work to the Navajo Nation outside of Gallup, New Mexico. And in years past, there's been usually, you know, teenagers that go and some adults, and so I've always handed out a G Shock for the first time participants, and I've synchronized the time, and I have the G Shock go off at 3:16 every day, just to remind us of John 3:16, for God so loved the world, that Bible verse. And so anyway, we're leaving in the morning, and there's just a few adults that are able to go this time. People are just so busy. It's just you know, there's just a lot going on. But there's one individual who's never been before, and so my plan is to give him this this G Shock right here, and then I want to wear this junkyard G Shock, just to kind of get it back in circulation. So I'm going to make this little video, hopefully sort of quick. I'm just going to wipe down the area around. I've got a new gasket for it, and so I'm going to wipe down that area and try to get it back. Like I said, there's been quite a few people who have watched that first video of me getting it going again, and there have been numerous people that have said we want to see part 2, so that they can, I guess, see it in all of its glory, or whatever it may be. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna put this thing together. I'll probably fast forward through some of this because this is probably rather boring. But let's just get this thing apart. I could probably clean it better with it together as far as the gunk that's on it, but I want to be thorough. But I know I need to replace this gasket right here, and so I'm going to open this. I bought this from a seller on eBay that they have all kinds of G Shock resources. I wanted to go back with the black band because that's just kind of, I don't do bright and blingy stuff, although I've got a yellow G Shock I picked up not too long ago, but I need to post it for sale. Still has some of the residue sticker on it, but I just like the black ones. But I had a gentleman on one of the G Shock forums, or one of the watch forums, that offered to give me a red band for free, and I was tempted to take him up on that, but I'm just not. To me, that's just a little blingy. So you can kind of see, I'm going to go ahead and just put this gasket on and tighten the case back up. That way I don't risk. I've got a little wipe here, but I can do it a little bit. Yeah, I think I can do this. I just don't want to risk getting any excess moisture inside. I'm notorious for things not working out in the end. For whatever reason, I have this gift of breaking things. I'm just going to clean this just a hair, some of these areas. I don't even know if that's on the video. I've mentioned the G Shocks on the mission trips before in one of my other videos, and it's funny, it hasn't happened in the past year, but 2 years ago, you know, there were several of the same students that went, and I gave them, you know, they weren't super expensive G Shocks. I find them in pawn shops, junk stores, usually not running, or usually the battery's dead or whatever it may be. But every once in a while you'll come across one that has more complications to it. And so I gave a couple of kids some that had some complications, and they're not that easy to set. Let's see if we can see that. It's mostly clean. Put that gasket on there. Yeah, that fit right in there nicely. The previous one did not. I can't. Yeah, this is up. The previous gasket was about worn out, and so I'm gonna clean this just a little bit. Sorry. Just a lot of gunk on there. I'm not sure what those numbers stand for. AD08. Just kind of clean most of that stuff off. I think we're good. Gasket is still on there. And then my eyesight is just pathetic. Yep, gasket sitting in there nicely. Top. Lines up pretty good. And we will start by putting, sorry, my big hands are in the way, I can't. I watched some videos of people that do little intricate things, and they are so talented to be able to, not just with their abilities to fix things, but to be able to film without obstructing the view of the camera. I forget where the camera is. I start working, talking, get distracted. That's why I don't do this for a living, or make YouTube videos for a living. I guess there are people who do that. Alright, let me snug those down. And the last one. Alright, she's sealed back up. Clean a little bit right in these where the strap goes on. It's going to get dirty. Where we're going, we're going to be putting some siding on a structure this family lives in, and it's kind of in the high desert area, and it's amazing just how filthy you can get. And but it's worth it. It's pretty awesome opportunity. All right, so that dude is sealed back up. Now let's see if I can remember the order of things. All right, so this is the bezel. And it should just snap on. Light works. Look at there, now it looks like a G Shock again. That's awesome. Time is still pretty correct. Watch, check, see, I'm wearing my Flight Master today. And next will be, there's the screws that go in here. Where that is going to be a bummer if it did not include those, because I don't think, there's the strap. I don't think I threw them away, but I don't think they're in too great a shape. These are pins. Oh, please let me have them. G Shock. Ah, there we go. I did. Every once in a while, I do something smart. Alright. I probably should get new ones, but for now, we will use these old ones. Put the spring bars back up. And see if we can get these in here. I'm breathing right into the microphone, I apologize. One. Two. Every time I count, this shows my age. I'm a child of Sesame Street, and so every time I count, I hear count from Sesame Street going, oh, one, oh, oh. Three, and the final one. This screwdriver is not the greatest for this. It's a little too big. Okay, so now all four bezel screws are in. 303, I need to set that, and now the final spring bar in. Almost lost that one that time. Sorry. You're obviously not going to get to see most of that because I am struggling. one in. Oh, I think that's it. Hallelujah. All right. That took all of forever. So, finally, there we go. 5600E with the 1545 module. Still has a few little marks. I scraped a few of them off the, I don't know what they are, off of the crystal. They do come off. You just got to be careful not to scratch it. But that is it. Let me put her on, and that will be a wrap. There it is, right there. Back from the dead. How awesome is that? Thank you guys for watching my struggles. Broke a sweat doing that. That was almost as frustrating and as humorous as trying to get the case back on that Timex watch. So I'm gonna set this one correctly with the other one, or with this one. Here, let me just do a little side by side. This is the newer one, this is the older one. This one has module 3229, and this one has module 1545. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and hope to be making or getting some other videos finally edited and up and running for you guys. Have a blessed day, and we will talk to you soon.